Hey everyone, it's Shai Schwartzman here with the Done For You video and audio marketing system. And I wanted to prepare this special video for you as we launch a new app for our HouseTalk system called the HouseTalk Pop Up. Now, what is the HouseTalk Pop Up? In this video, I'm joined by Elliot Schwartzman, who will walk us through how to set this up. This is a new feature, a new app that we've put onto your HouseTalk system. And what this is a window that opens up automatically if you enable it. And you can disable this, but when it is enabled, this pop-up pops, as the name suggests, pops up after the prospect listens to the audio of the properties. Now they've come onto your signage, they've seen your sign with the URL that you've chosen for that particular property. They've driven up, they've walked up, they've pulled out their smartphone, maybe on their car Wi-Fi, and they've typed in the URL, and it takes them to, they hear the audio for that property. Now after that audio for that property plays for them, the pop-up comes in, and the pop-up is there to give them a risk-free way to contact you, and we're going to go through that in a moment. And they can put in their name, their email address, their phone number, and of course you'll see at the top there's a headline, there's a call to action that you can customize for yourself, and we'll show you how to take care of that in a moment. So for those of you new to HouseTalk, before we get into the pop-up, how it works and how to enable it, what is HouseTalk? HouseTalk is instant audio information on your seller's home right from your buyer's smartphone, tablet, or computer. So as I previously mentioned briefly, you put out a sign, there's signage that we provide for you in front of the home with a unique URL that you set up that automatically takes them on their smartphone or car Wi-Fi, or any device for that matter. It takes them directly to an audio commercial for your property, or for that particular property. And so we'll show you an example of that. Buyers love the ease of use and getting instant information on properties with less hassle. They get it right on their smartphone. And your sellers will love HouseTalk because it gives their properties great exposure. So there's that effect of multiple signage on the front lawn, your for sale sign, your HouseTalk sign, any other signs that you may use to draw buyers. So it's a great way for sellers to get exposure on their house. And of course buyers love it because they're getting instant audio information on the property. So the signage, we provide you with free signage files. If you haven't gotten your free signage files, you'll want to contact us. I'll give you our contact information at the end. You want to make sure to get your free signage files so you can send that off to your sign maker, printer for the signs. We also have a video that's available to you that you can put into your PowerPoint presentation. That's all available. So we help you promote HouseTalk as well. And here's an example of what it might look like. So you're increasing your for sale sign calls. And of course, we also provide you with directional signs. So we're here to help you get buyers to access your HouseTalk and ultimately contact you. So our pop-up is another application that we've added to HouseTalk to again help buyers, give them more reason to contact you. That's a little brief introduction on HouseTalk for those of you who are new to HouseTalk. If you want more information about HouseTalk, again, I'll give you more information at the end of this video. But let's get into the pop-up. So what is the pop-up? The pop-up is a window that opens up after the prospect has accessed your first property. So as you saw in the signage, you're going to register a unique URL that you're going to use on your signage, whether it's for each property or you may choose to register a few URLs that you're going to recycle as you sell homes. When the prospect or the buyer prospect goes onto the URL that you've registered for that property, they're going to hear your introduction, your call to action, they're going to hear a description of the property, and then this pop-up comes up. When you first get HouseTalk from us, this will be disabled. So you're going to go on to the back end. We're going to show you how to do that today. You're going to go on to the back end and you're going to enable it. And then you can also customize the text that you see here on the screen. So you're able to put in a headline, your home sold, guaranteed, or I'll buy it. You can update this to anything you want. You're going to put in a call to action. You're talking to buyers, so you're going to want to put a risk-free call to action for buyers, such as beat out other buyers to hot new properties with guaranteed priority access to homes matching your home buying criteria from all real estate companies, as well as bank foreclosures, company-owned properties, and other distressed sales. And this is one example of what you might want to have. Again, you're able to customize this for yourself. And then you're able to choose what information you want them to give you. So first name, last name, email, phone number. You can ask them just for their first name and phone number. This is what we're showing you here. The example is all 4 forms that you can ask for, but you can choose to ask them less, and again you choose that in the back end. Now once they fill in that information, they click on send. It gets sent to your smartphone, and then of course that's your lead, and you can contact them, send them the information, ask them what it is they're looking for in a home, etc. Now that's our pop-up app, which is included with all the HouseTalk accounts, and you can enable that, make any changes to the text that you like, and we're going to show you how to do that now. And to do that, I've been joined by Elliot, who's been waiting patiently as I go through HouseTalk and give you a little preamble of the pop-up. So thanks very much for joining us today, Elliot. Let's go through now some examples of how our users are using HouseTalk, some examples, and then show us how to log into the back end so they can activate and make changes to their pop-up application.
Okay, thank you. So what you see right now is we are showing Carol Royce's HouseTalk account, and she's doing a great job utilizing this tool. She has a number of listings that she has put up here, and we're going to take a quick listen to one of her most recent HouseTalk listings, where she is using local celebrities to actually record her pre-roll and her post-roll recordings. So let's take a listen to that right now.
Hi, it's Bruce St. James with KTAR News, and thanks for tuning in to House Talk. In a moment, Carol will share with you details about this great home. Please know that Carol will gladly send you a property information packet of this home or arrange for a private preview upon request. And if you have a house to sell, and this is key, Carol will guarantee the sale of your home and will buy it for cash at a price acceptable to you. This guarantee will allow you to buy your next home without worrying about selling your present home and waiting for that offer. To discuss the sale of your present home, call Carol Royce now at 480-776-5231.
Welcome to 1602 West Morrow Drive, Phoenix, Arizona. This move-in ready home is located in a quiet neighborhood featuring front and backyard with lush and beautifully manicured lawn and landscaping. You'll also enjoy the covered patio with stone accents, and inside you'll find updated 16-inch tile in the open concept floor plan, which includes the kitchen that opens to the dining and family room. Attractive and functional niches are in the great room too. Updated baths with tile and stone accents make this home very inviting. Great North Phoenix location near fantastic shopping and entertainment venues. Welcome to 1602 West Morrow Drive.
Hey, it's Ron Wolfley with 98.7 FM, Arizona Sports Station. You know, a property information packet or a private preview of this home is available upon request. Just call Carol right now. Again, if you have a home to sell, Carol will guarantee the sale of your present home at a price acceptable to you, or she will turn it into cash. Call Carol Royce at 480-776-5231. The Carol Royce team is valley-wide, plus a family-owned business. Throughout the past 32 years, Carol has helped thousands of families sell their homes, and for top dollar. Remember, Carol will buy your home for cash. If you would like to buy this home, call Carol now at 480-776-5231. Thanks for tuning in to House Talk.
That's pretty cool. She's got a local radio celebrity who is on her radio program or who is endorsing her in her marketplace. She has them doing the intro and the out, and then of course, and you heard the middle part, which will change. So once you record the intro, whether you do it yourself or you have a local celebrity or a celebrity host do it for you, the intro and the out doesn't have to change. What you only need to change within the system is the description of the particular property that you're showcasing on that link. And I know Carol, I don't know if you know of one there, Elliot, but I know she does this in Spanish as well, which is another cool feature of House Talk. You can have your audio for certain properties, depending on the location, in a different language. French for some of our members in Quebec, or Spanish in the United States.
Yeah, Shai. So here's an example of one that Carol has done in Spanish.
Hola, gracias por escuchar House Talk por el equipo de Carol Royce. En un minuto vamos a explicarle los detallitos de la propiedad. Con mucho gusto le enviamos un paquete de información sobre la propiedad de esta casa o podemos hacer una cita para ver la casa. Y si usted tiene una casa para vender, le garantizamos la venta de su casa a un precio aceptable por usted o le compramos la casa efectivo. Esta garantía le...
So that's an example of another way that you can use House Talk. You can upload it in any language that you want to record the House Talk listing in. This is how it's going to look on the smartphone. You'll have your banner at the top. You'll have the audio that will play over here, a description of the house. The telephone number on your smartphone will be highlighted. They can simply click on the number to give you a call, and the other features that are available on the House Talk site.
If there's other houses there, of course, as they scroll down, they can listen to audio descriptions of other properties.
That's absolutely right, but the specific house that a person types in, that will be the prominent listing. That's what's going to show at the top and will be played for the user. So what we want to showcase today is a new tool that has been added to the House Talk program. A lot of people have been asking me recently is how can we obtain the contact information of the person that is listening to the House Talk listing. And So, we've listened to what you have wanted, and we have added this automatically to your control panel, and I'm going to show you right now how to access that. So when you go to your HouseTalk site, you are going to click on User Login to log into your account. And once you do that, you're going to now see the Logout button, signifying that you are logged in, and you will now see a tab here that says My Account. So we can now go to your control panel by clicking My Account. This is what you're familiar with this. This is where you upload your listings and manage your account. What you're now going to see in your control panel is pop-up settings. If you click on pop-up settings, you're going to see a few features here. You're going to see first name, last name, email, phone number, headline, message, and then pop-up visibility. So right now for pop-up visibility, it's enabled. I have enabled it personally for Carol's account. For your account right now, we have disabled the pop-up for everybody. So you will have to go in to your control panel and click on the enable button to have this activated on your account. So before you are going to enable it, you want to make sure these are the fields that you're going to ask your listener to enter. So if for some reason you don't want the email or you don't want the phone number of the person, simply disable it. If you only want to collect their first name, we would suggest to keep them all enabled and let the user enter as much information as they want to, but that's entirely up to you. The second thing is your headline. That's something right now we've put in the guarantee, the seller guarantee or home sold guaranteed or I'll buy it. You can put in whatever USP or whatever message you want to put in there, but in the meantime, that's what you're going to see. And in terms of the message, again, we've just chosen the popular buyer message that is being used in our buyer converters and a lot of your buyer web pages, beat other buyers to hot new listings. You can obviously alter this for your marketplace if you don't do bank foreclosures, or if you want to add anything, of course you can do that yourself. And for any changes that you make, you obviously want to hit the save button. And that's essentially all you need to do to have the pop-up feature enabled and working on your account. The other thing I would suggest, that you really should do, is go to My Profile. Now, when a user, and I'll show you in a moment what the pop-up looks like, but when a user enters in their information, that information is going to be sent to your cell phone and to your email address on file. So you're going to want to go to My Profile, and you're going to ensure that the email address is the one that you want to receive the contact information. So it might be you, it might be an admin at your office, and again with the cell phone, you're going to want it to go to the cell phone of the person to obtain that contact. When entering in your cell phone, you're going to want to enter it in like this. So no dashes, no spaces. You will need to include the number 1. So the number 1, your area code, and then the 7 digits of your phone number. And again, for any changes you need to make, you will make them and you will hit the save button.
And then where would they put their email address?
So for the email address, currently I've used mine for the sample here, but if you want to change the email address on file, you don't want it to be this one, you will simply go to New Email. You will put in the new email you want to use, and then you will put it in a second time just as a verification.
And the email that when the account is set up for our members, the email address that we have on file and the phone number that we have on file will be there. So as you're suggesting, it's important that when they first get their account, they go in, certainly enable the pop-up, make any changes, but also, as you're saying, go to my profile to make sure that the phone number and the email address is correct.
Right. I mean, at the time that when we sent out the customization form, you might have provided an email or a telephone number that made sense at the time, but now that you're going to be obtaining contact information, and maybe you want to put it into a contact management system, maybe you want to go to a certain team member, so now it makes sense to go in there and change that if you need to.
And then I guess it's important, obviously, that the phone number be, I guess it's obvious to me, but just to reiterate to folks that the phone number should be a smartphone number because it's going to get texted to them.
That's correct. I probably didn't specify that, but yeah, this will be be sent as a text. So you'll be receiving an email to the email address, and you'll be receiving a text message to your cell phone. So if maybe at the time when you provided your telephone number in the customization form, you gave me your office number or your home number, that obviously wouldn't work for this purpose. So we're going to want to update that to the cell phone of, either yourself, the team leader, or one of your team members.
Right. And then, of course, email would go, you can pick that up on any device. So, Elliot, I showed a screenshot of what the pop-up looks like, but let's go through, for our viewer right now, let's go through what it would actually look like, someone filling it in and us getting it.
Sure. So as right now we're on Carol's HouseTalk site again as an example, and just like myself or any viewer, I'm listening to a HouseTalk listing. And the way that the system is programmed is when the audio has completed, it will then pull up the pop-up. So whether if you're using a pre-roll and the house description and then a post-roll, or let's say you're just doing the house description with no post-roll afterwards, either way the system knows when the audio is complete for that listing, it will then pull up the pop-up. So I am going to just fast forward here so we can see what happens when the audio is done. The audio completed, and as you can see, the pop-up pulled up, and all the information that we had in the control panel is now present. So we have the headline, which you can change. That's the seller USP we put in. Then it has a link that goes directly to the listing that the person was listening to, and it is hyperlinked, so they could click on it if they choose to. Here is the secondary message that we have here, which can also be changed. And then here's the information that the person can choose to enter in their information. And I can show you what the pop-up would look like on a cell phone. So this is what the pop-up will look like on a smartphone. Very similar, just different size, obviously. But we have, again, same information, your guarantee at the top, a link to the listing title, the home address, a secondary message, beat out other buyers, and again, all the information that the user wants to type in and will type in.
Okay, so Elliot, you're going to fill in your information. You're going to click on send, and then what do they see?
So this is what will be coming into your inbox. It'll be addressed to yourself. It will have a link and the name of the listing the person was listening to. It will have the name, email, and telephone number that they have entered. And as well, this information will be sent via text to your cell phone, again with the name of the person, email, telephone number, and the name and a link back to the listing itself, so you know what they were viewing. So here's what it looks like on a smartphone.
Thanks very much, Elliot, for sharing that information with us today on the pop-up. And if anyone wants to get more information or training videos on our HouseTalk system, or in fact the Ultimate Converters, or any other of our programs, if you go to doneforyoutraining.com, that's doneforyoutraining.com, and that's done for you with the number 4 in the URL. If you go down to where, when you get onto the site, if you go down to the channels, just on the bottom left-hand side, you'll see a channel for HouseTalk. And on that channel for HouseTalk, you're going to see this video and other videos on how to use HouseTalk effectively in your business. And if you would like more information on HouseTalk once you have it going, if you prefer, we do have instructions in PDF, so you can download, and all of this is available to you once you register for the HouseTalk program. Now, speaking of registering, if you are an Ultimate Converter Bundle subscriber, which means you have our Ultimate Converters, you get HouseTalk included with your program. If you'd like to contact Elliot using the information up on the screen, he can set you up. Just email him and say, hey, I'm a Ultimate Converter Bundle subscriber, and you'll get this at no cost. It's included with your bundle subscription. Now, if you'd like to get started with HouseTalk as a standalone subscription, you can do that by going to thehousetalks.com. Your first 30 days are free. And if we go to thehousetalks.com, you can see a short video on the program, on how it works. And you can register here for any of these 3 accounts. Now, if you're a single agent, you'll want to choose our single agent account, which is $29.95 per month. And it's for individual agents, and you can have up to 100 homes at any one time. So over time, you can add as many homes as you want, but you would have 100 on at any one time. Now, if you delete any, of course, you can certainly rotate them, but having 100 up until any one time. And then we have our team leader accounts, which is for team leaders who have multiple agents. You can register up to 10 agents, and each agent can then upload 50 properties to the HouseTalk. So each agent can then, or your admin, can upload up to 50 houses per agent. But all of the properties would be featured under the team leader page. So it's not that each person has their own HouseTalk page. It's the team leader's HouseTalk page, but each individual agent is able to upload properties and use the program on their own. But it essentially goes to the team leader's account. And then we have our broker account, and that's $99.95 per month. And our broker account, these are for this is for basically more capacity. We call that our broker account, where you can have up to 100 agents registered with 50 properties per agent, and again, and it's at any one time. So certainly over time, as long as the capacity remains the same at 50, items can be deleted and added and so forth. And then you would have access as the broker or team leader, you have access through the admin that's set up for the broker or team leader. You have access to all the properties that have been uploaded to your team leader or broker account. So if you'd like to get started with any one of these accounts, you'll want to go to thehousetalks.com and pick the account that's right for you, and your 30-day trial period would start. Now, if you have any questions about the program, please email me at doneforyoutv@gmail.com. I appreciate everyone's time today. Thank you very much for watching this video. Have a great day.